you don't stop grieving. You learn how to live with it. I honor my late husband and I love my husband right now. For women, you're expected to wear black all the time. Even after a year, I've been told it's too early. You're supposed to have always that sad look on your face. But why is that?
If you were to meet someone similar background or situation to you, or honestly, your story applies to women all over the world, and they're finding themselves in the same situation to you, what is your advice? What is one thing you want them to know?
I want them to challenge what doesn't work for them, reflect on what they really want, know what your next steps are, start acting.
Hello, everyone. I am Deepika Sandhu, the CEO of Soul Sparks Press. And do we have a treat coming up next? I have one of the authors of our latest best-selling book, When the Universe Said Hello Back. Everyone, please welcome Paki Fawal. Welcome, Paki.
Thank you, Deepika. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so honored to be here. Can't tell you how much.
Oh, likewise. You have written an absolutely beautiful chapter in our co-authored book, When the Universe Said Hello Back. And it is about a really important topic that I think so many people need to hear, which is your own journey, losing your husband, and ultimately finding love again. But I wouldn't call it the typical romance story because you had a beautiful marriage with your husband, and then it ended tragically when he was fairly young. Tell us more about him.
Deepika, you just now reminded me of the journey when I was writing that chapter, when you just said, tell us more about him. Writing those moments and reliving them was a roller coaster of emotions for me. And it felt like opening wounds that I thought had healed. I allowed myself to grieve again. But I want to shift back to your question. Tell us about him. He, we met. We were very, very young. My dad said, you're not getting married before you graduate. I graduated from university, which was later on, I understood his vision. Like he always said, you got to have something in your hand. You got to stand up on your own. Nobody knows what life hits you with. And he was right.
And look what life hit you with ultimately.
I know. Yeah. So we had a great marriage. He was an amazing husband and father. We had 2 boys, amazing boys. And you're starting building your life. You think you have it all, right? And then all of a sudden, in an instant, your world shattered. It felt life stopped. It's not moving again. And it took me some time to grasp those feelings, understand that, oh no, life is still going and I still need to live.
You had 2 young sons when your husband passes away tragically, unexpectedly. And you were in a culture, in a society that had a lot of beliefs about what a woman who loses her husband should do or not do. Tell us more about that. Tell us about being a widow in Lebanon.
I love our culture. It's great, but there are things in that culture. So it's not you take it all or you leave it all.
Right.
There are things that doesn't make sense to you. As a widow, specifically for women, for men it's different, but for women, you're expected to, of course, wear black all the time. And I mentioned yesterday, even after a year, I've been told it's too early. You're not allowed to go out with friends and have fun because, this means you're over him. That's too early. You're not grieving. You're supposed to have always that sad look on your face. But why is that? It did not sit well with me.
All this grieving, or the prescription of grieving that society was giving you, was the way you wanted to live. You had a nudge within you that said, this can't be right. You can still love your husband who passed. You can grieve him every day, But that doesn't mean you have to show up in a certain way to prove to other people that you're grieving.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love my late husband. And I still have the most amazing, beautiful memories about him, about us as a family, with him, with the kids, with his family as well. But when the tragedy happened, you definitely grieve, and it takes time. It's a journey of healing, and there are tools that I talked about in the book, and I would love the readers to read and learn from those tools. You don't stop grieving. You learn how to live with it.
Yes.
You're living with it. Of course we don't forget. Of course we don't forget. But we are living. I honor my late husband, and I love my husband right now.
Because you find love again.
Exactly.
Share a little bit about, in a culture that this is not supposed to happen. You're supposed to be grieving. You're supposed to be wearing black. You're supposed to just live for your children. That's what's expected of you. In the midst of that, you meet somebody new.
Yes. And here comes the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. I talked about the golden hearts, those amazing friends that stood with me, uplift me, and did not judge me. And despite, the different beliefs that my parents have, because I was a rebellion and because I had this resilience and I said, this is not how I want to be, they supported me despite their different beliefs. And that's very important. That's what makes us as a family. So the family, friends who lifted us, and then meeting the person who gave the attention to me. Not because, I'm the widow, not because, I'm the mother, not because I'm the daughter, not because I'm the employer. He gave attention to me. And that's what I really loved about him the most.
I got to meet him last night at our flagship event here in Los Angeles. And that was really beautiful to see him and see this person I read about in this story be a real human. And he did genuinely have like the most gentle aura about him. And it made my heart so happy for you because you really have gone through a lot to show up in society differently than what was all around you. And hats off to your golden hearts, those people that were around you that were not giving credence at all to what the larger population might have been saying, but gave you the support you needed to step into this new life, which brought you all the way to Southern California from Lebanon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And probably that was also one of the things that helped stepping away from the society with those expectations. I don't know, but I think about it sometimes, like, had I been there already, still there, maybe it would have been different. Maybe the judgment is different. Maybe the talks are different. And this affects you sometimes. No matter how strong you are, it does affect you. You challenge those beliefs, but we're still human.
We are human. And your dad's insistence that you could not marry your first husband until you were done your education proved to be very handy, because a lot of that is what kept you going after his death, and the jobs and professions that you were able to have, and even now coming here.
He used to say that's a weapon for you. I want you to always have a weapon. No matter what happened, you have your weapon. This is something that nobody can take away from you.
If you were to meet someone from the Middle East, a similar background or situation to you, or honestly, your story applies to women all over the world, but let's take the communities that you came from and they're finding themselves in the same situation to you. What is your advice? What is your guidance? What is one thing you want them to know?
I want them to challenge what doesn't work for them. I want them to reflect on what they really want. A path that I chose, I felt that I want to love and be loved again.
Mm.
Somebody else might choose something different, and that's okay. But just do whatever feels good to you. Think, sit, reflect, and then know what your next steps are. Start acting.
I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. And I love your chapter. I love that you have been part of this book, When the Universe Said Hello Back. And I know there are so many women who will benefit from you writing even more of your story and your journey. We got just a tiny taste of it in this book with your chapter, but I know there's just so much more for you to share with this world. So thank you so much, Paki, for doing that here with us at Soul Sparks Press.
I want to thank you so much, Deepika. This wouldn't have happened without you and without Soul Spark. And I really want to mention Christina Green because she's the one who led me to you. Yeah. And it's been an amazing journey together, and I don't want it to stop.
I think this is a beautiful point about Soul Sparks, is that we're all connected in so many different ways. I was connected to Christina from a different way, a different community that I was a part of. Christina Green is a co-author in this book as well. And she was like, I know somebody I want to write in this book. And that was you. And now who knows what other doors keep opening for all of us by being connected with one another. But it truly feels like a family, and it's such an honor to have you in our circle of love.
The feeling is mutual.
Oh, thank you so much, Paki. Thank you so much for writing your story in When the Universe Said Hello Back, an Amazon bestseller. If you are ready to write your soul-sparking story just like Paki did, we have a home for you here at Soul Sparks Press. Thank you.